This message today is for someone who's being forced into availability. This is a time of flow, this is a time of surrender, and this is a time of breathing yourself open to life. This is a theme of trust, not only in yourself, but also in life itself, that you will always be provided for with the people, the places, the opportunities that are meant for you, because nothing that is for you will pass you by. And I'm really sensing this strong theme of water. That is the strong symbol, that came through before I jumped on to record, is water. I feel like you're being forced into availability. I feel like time is somewhat fluid at the moment. Maybe some days feel very quick, other days feel very slow. Maybe you're not quite sure what's what at the moment. You can't quite place things into boxes like you could previously. Things feel very fluid and things are fluctuating at the moment. So if you found this message today, this is a message for you. I truly believe that there is no coincidence. If you've landed here, then there is something of value that you are ready to hear in this message. Whenever you find this video, it could be when it's posted, it could be days, months, or years down the line. So I'm really excited to dive into this message. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe because I do readings like this on a weekly basis. Okay, team, so I'm really being drawn to the breath. There is a connection here with being forced into availability, meaning you're being forced into breathing yourself open to life rather than catching on, holding on, or gripping on. Things aren't going to make sense at the moment, and this has come up in the last few videos. So we're still in this season of things aren't quite making sense, things are being stirred up. You might feel like you're in this idle space where you're really in between selves, expressions of yourself, versions of yourself. You also might be in between jobs. You feel like you might be in between moving. You might be in between a decision that needs to be made. For some of you, there is a decision, and I'm seeing relationships. There is relationship decisions that need to be made. For others of you, you're kind of in this idle stage where maybe the decision has been made, you're moving on from a relationship, or you're transitioning, you're experiencing some sort of transition in your relationships, and you haven't quite landed in that new space yet. Now, what I'm really seeing is that you're going through these fluctuations. You might be feeling emotional. You might be feeling like some days you're just very emotional, you need to have this emotional release. And other days you're feeling really grounded, really authoritative, really decisive. And so you're going to be experiencing these really big fluctuations. Now, it's interesting because as I'm talking, I'm being drawn to the throat. A lot of tension in the throat and a lot of tension in the neck. This is an identity piece, massively an identity piece. That's what the neck represents from a metaphysical perspective. So whoever's watching this, you might have been experiencing a lot of neck tension, headaches, tension in the shoulders. Some of you, it might be right. I'm seeing a right shoulder, but for some of you, it could be left as well. And left is the feminine side of the body, and it does represent flow. It's almost like you're bringing yourself into balance. And you're bringing yourself into this space of really not needing to grab on. That's just what I keep seeing, like water. Water just flows. It's in, it's out, it's up, and it's down. That sounds like a nursery rhyme. But that's the feeling that I'm getting. And the message is breathe. I keep being drawn to the chest. Some of you watching would have been through heart healing towards yourself, your relationship with yourself, your standards. I almost want to say your standards and your boundaries, what you allow in and what you allow out. Ooh, that's very interesting. Like the ocean coming in and out. And you might be experiencing these fluctuations. I can't talk in this reading. I don't know if that's me or if that's you, but this is just the energy I'm getting is kind of like this in and out, this push-pull, this going to say something and then holding back, or saying something and then not being able to get it out. So that will resonate with some of you. Wow, I'm being drawn to supplements all of a sudden. Some of you might be going through a health change or a health season. Maybe some of you are experiencing some physical ailments at the moment. I'm feeling some discomfort in the body. And so you're maybe looking into ways that you can improve your health or I just keep being drawn to balance. Create more balance in your body. I'm also seeing the number 8, but it's coming up as an infinity sign. This does represent balance, but it also represents infinity, infinite possibility. Constant flow, consistent flow. There is no breaks in a sign of infinity. So I'm almost sensing that This season is all about availability. This is really about your courage to be available for everything that life has to offer, the discomfort and the joy. The what feels like negative experiences and the positive experiences, the contraction and the expansion. This is about availability. This is about being the ocean, not the waves. It's not the unpredictability of the waves, although you're experiencing that, but it's realizing that you're the entire ocean. You're not just the waves that go up and down and chop and change, and it is just constantly chaotic and unpredictable. You are the entire ocean. You are all of it. You are the piece at the bottom of the ocean, and you are also the unpredictability at the top of the ocean. Okay, that's what I'm sensing. This is really a season of cleansing for you. If you feel the urge to declutter, wow, I really feel like I've got so much energy in my throat. Wow, some of you might be dehydrated because I really feel like since I've jumped on, I just need to drink water. So some of you might be dehydrated. Maybe this is the reminder to drink some water. But I do really feel, going back to this cleansing piece, which funnily enough, drinking water, it is cleansing the cells, the body. You might be feeling a call to declutter your home, your mind, past ideas. I really want to say to you, some ideas that you've had from the past in relation to work, career, business, what is being asked of you right now is to really let that be the past, is to really understand that there is something new that is wanting to emerge from you. And you do not know what that is yet because you're not supposed to. You are meant to exist in this season of just being available to it, of not needing to know the answer, but to be available for the answers to come to you and through you. Some of you are going to get communications in your dreams. That's what I'm being told. Take note of your dreams because it feels like there's this fluidity in your dream space, which is easier for the messages to come through to you than in your waking day-to-day life. Because in your waking day-to-day life, in this current season, when you found this video, you might feel that you're being pushed and pulled. One minute you're like, yes, this is what I'm going to do. The next minute you're like, oh, actually, I'm not sure. Or this is the decision I'm going to make. Maybe that's not the right decision. You might be feeling this tug of war, this push and pull. Some of you might be having hay fever or sinus things. I'm really being drawn to the nose here. Maybe some of you are feeling stuffy. This could be from emotion. This could be from allergies. This is really interesting because I feel like there is so much information coming in from different ways. I feel like I'm being pulled in different directions without actually finishing the message that I start. So I feel like that is significant for someone. Maybe you're someone that starts things but doesn't finish them, or you start something but you don't close the loop. Because I just feel like I keep saying all of these things and I'm not quite finishing the sentence because something else new is coming in. And that's okay. That's beautiful. That's part of being human, okay? Some of us are like that and some of us just go through seasons of this. So it's almost like I want you to embrace, I'm just seeing this expansion of your body, this expansion of your energy and your spirit to be able to hold the fluctuations. Do not grab onto the fluctuations. If something comes in right now and it almost feels like, yes, this is the right thing, and then the next day you're like, oh, I'm actually not sure about it, hold space for both possibilities. This time at the moment is for you to be available. And I know I keep saying that and I'm repeating that intentionally because maybe this just really needs to land. Maybe someone watching this is really seeking understanding for going through this season of not quite being able to grab onto anything. This is a time for you to cleanse and be empty. This is a time for you to be in void space. I feel emotional saying that. I feel like maybe someone listening to that felt an energy of, I have permission to not know. I have permission to not do. I have permission to be, and I have permission to feel present, and I have permission to feel expansive. It's almost like this season for you is all possibilities are open. And I feel like what's happening right now is you need to become available to life and cleanse the past and really prepare yourself for a higher calling to integrate into your physical experience. I'm seeing like diamonds being filtered through from a higher dimension. That's just the vision I'm being shown. The message that's coming with this is that there are going to be, I feel like these diamonds might be ideas, thoughts, insights that feel resilient, strong, clear, pure. And I feel like this is really connected with your heart's desires. Wow, I feel an energy that someone listening to this is realizing that they're no longer negotiating with the life that they want. Someone listening to this is realizing that their heart's desires is the ultimate guidance system. It doesn't exist on social media. It doesn't exist in your logical mind. Your guidance system doesn't exist in books or podcasts or, funnily enough, even YouTube videos. Your ultimate guidance system is your heart's desires. And when you actually have the courage to just come face to face with what those heart's desires are saying to you, you cannot be confused, but you do need to be courageous. There is no confusion with your heart's desires. Your heart's desires are pure. They are placed in your heart for a reason, because you have that desire to actualize it. If you have a desire for something and it's a pure desire, meaning it's not a desire from lack where you feel like you need to do something to fill a void, or to not feel not good enough or not valuable, or to save yourself from feeling rejected or abandoned. Instead, it's a desire from pure potential. It's a desire that feels like it's pulling you into something, not that you're running away from something. When you feel that pure potential desire, you cannot go wrong. It is the clearest guidance. That's what I'm being shown. And I keep being shown the symbol of a diamond. It is so strong and resilient. It is so pure. It is so clear, and it is connected like the shape of the diamond, where it's connected with the heavens and it's also connected with the earth. There is a point to the heavens, there is a point to the earth, and there are also 2 points or 4 points around it, like horizontally. So you're connected with your own spirit, and you're also connected with the social spirit. So what I'm hearing is that this is a time to just get really up close and personal and intimate with what you truly want, with your heart's desires. I feel like some of you will feel like your heart's desires right now are clearer than they've ever been. For some of you, you might have felt a certain pull into certain directions or to do certain things in the past, and it's still there, but right now it's like really up close and personal. It's really front and center. You can't run away from it anymore, and it's because the time is now. The time is now to connect with it, to actualize it, to follow it, and it's because you've built this internal stability. You've got this internal structure now. You've done a lot of inner work. I keep seeing like mindset, mental work. You've done a lot of mental work. And it's created this inner stability and authority where you feel that your heart's desires aren't just a nice to have or something you just sit there and daydream about or fantasize about or, indulge in your mind. It is now actually something that gets to be your reality. And you're really seeing that there is no need to run from this anymore. There is no need to run from this. This is a time that your heart is coming online. I really keep being drawn to the chest. Some of you might have been through some breathing issues or tension. For some of you, this could be a call to actually really focus on your breath. And really, the chest, from a metaphysical perspective, represents our relationship with our mother. So I think this came up in a few videos ago as well about this mother healing. Someone listening to this is going through mother healing this year, your relationship with your mother. For some of you, your mother or a mother figure hasn't actualized her own potential, and you witness that. You witness that your mum has something to give the world that she's not giving. And it's almost created this glass ceiling on your ability to actualize your own potential. I get this sense that this mother figure is someone who didn't feel like she could go for what she wanted. And it's almost like you're breaking that paradigm and that self-fulfilling family prophecy by saying, I choose to do this. I'm going after this. I am breaking this freaking ceiling. It's an energy of let's go. I now realize that I no longer need to stay within the limits of my comfort zone, of these ceilings that have protected me, that have given me love, acceptance, belonging. I now know that when I belong to myself, I belong wherever I go. And that is the inner stability. That is the authority. And I literally have goosebumps as I'm saying this. This is dropping in for someone. I can feel it. Let me know in the comments if this is dropping in. There is a white light energy that is integrating into your body right now. I'm really seeing that this is coming from your higher self, your higher expression, and it's really connecting with the heart, which is why there is this clearing of the mother energy, mother healing, mother relationship. For some of you, you might also be mothers, and you might be going through a bit of a healing with your own children or your own inner child, how you mother your own inner child. Wow, that lands. For some of you, that's really going to land. So really, really trusting that. Now, this is so interesting. This is coming left field, guys, but I just saw an image of a lamb and I just negotiated and I said, why am I going to speak about a lamb right now? That has nothing to do with the flow that I was on. And then I heard a voice that said, you need to say the impressions when they come through, which I know that. So I'm seeing a lamb. For some reason, that might be resonant with some of you. But also lamb makes me think of spring. It's a new beginning. And a lamb is reliant on her mother. And a lamb is this newborn in this spring energy, which is bubbly and light and eager for life. Okay, this is the energy that I'm getting from this. So for some of you, there might be something in that message, in that vision. Maybe you're renewing your relationship with your inner child. That's the sense. It's almost like you're remothering yourself to realize that you get to start again. That this world is your world. That your mother or your parents might write the preface of your book, but you're here to write the rest of the chapters. And you're entering this season of spring where things are starting to bloom. You're nurturing your heart's desires. I'm almost seeing your heart's desires as little seeds that you're planting, you're nurturing, and you're starting to see them bloom. You've been through the hibernation, you've been through the winter. You're now starting to see you might be starting to see signs. That's what I'm hearing, is signs in your external reality that is giving you confirmation of your path as you walk it. This could be signs from things you see online. Maybe this video could be one. It could be signs through numbers, through synchronicities, through opportunities, through someone confirming, like I'm seeing words, someone saying something that you've been thinking or feeling, and it's almost like they say it and you're like, whoa, this is a moment of validation that this is the right path for me, or this is the right relationship, or this is the right decision, whatever that is for you. So there's something really beautiful in this. I'm also seeing a bluebird. I'm seeing a bluebird. I'm getting a really strong spring energy with you guys. And I'm almost seeing this energy of like pollination, like picking something up from one area and almost like going and pollinating it. So take that as you will. For some of you, this could be an actual move. You might be relocating, or you might be traveling where you feel like you're taking things into different areas, different communities. So you might be sharing specific teachings or wisdom or insights with different groups, different communities, different locations. That will be for someone. That will be for someone. But I feel like with that specific message, I want to say to you, take it as it lands, because I feel like that's quite an open message. And someone, whoever that message is meant for, it will land and you will know it's yours. I'm seeing a book as well. I feel like some of you might have started to read a book which is inspiring. I'm definitely seeing potentially the Bible or a sacred text is what I'm being shown, but there's like an energy and a frequency of this book that is giving you something. It feels like it's giving you peace and it's giving you understanding. And it's giving you like almost, I want to say strength, but strength from a place of realizing that you don't need to be the one that does everything. You're really entering this season where you are opening up to God, to spirit, to an infinite intelligence. You're realizing that you thought that you had to get everything right, that you were the one that had to effort things into being. And you're realizing now that actually being effortlessness, being empty, being cleansed, and allowing spirit to fill the space is actually the season that you need to be in right now. There is a season of, and you could take this however you take it. But I almost want to say that the reason I say that is because technically life is always unfolding through us, and it really is a case of surrendering. But I almost want to say that there is going to be a season where you feel like, I know what I want and I'm going after it, and I'm disciplined and I'm connected with my goals or my outcomes or my results, and it's just clear, and I've got this fire energy and I'm just moving, and I'm bit by bit kind of building that. But this season is asking you for something different. It's a different energy. And again, I keep coming back to this season of you're being forced into availability. You're being forced to hold the ups and the downs, the discomfort, the comfort, the positive, the negative, because really this is a season where new possibility is birthing through you. And it's really connected with your heart's desires. This is a soul calling. This is a soul's path. And so just do not grab on. That's what I want to say. Just do not grab on. Really like move through life right now as water. That's what I'm sensing, as water. I really want to say to you to really look after your body at this time. Be connected with your body. Be mindful of what you ingest, making sure that you are ingesting food that feels good and nourishing and nurturing for your body. But I also want to say that this is a season of also take this or leave it, but almost like not caring as much. It's almost like the way that you cared so much before created these limits and this need to control certain things in your life. And what this season is asking for you with this flow, with this cleansing, is to actually release the need to be so rigid with certain things. And I feel like I'm being drawn to the way that you care about things. So take that or leave it as it is. Okay, let me see if anything else wants to come through. I really do feel like this message has been here, there, and everywhere. There's a message of you are of the light. Light is working with you. Allow it. Simple. Easier said than done, right? But that is the message that's coming through. It feels really, really like there is new light integrating into your physical incarnation, into your physical expression. And that's why there needs to be this openness. Maybe there's a playfulness. Maybe there's an awe with life. Maybe there is enjoying the slow things, the sensual things, the cooking, the being out in nature, the slow walks, the reading, the resting, like just embracing the season of slowness and sensuality, because it is a season of opening your availability. That's just what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Okay, team, that feels complete. So I'm going to leave that there today. Let me know in the comments what really landed for you in this message. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I do readings like this on a weekly basis. Other than that, guys, I'm sending you so much love and peace. I'm really excited with where we're headed as a community, as the collective that I've been reading for. This is a big season of change, especially with all of the eclipses coming up. I believe we've got an eclipse tomorrow, and then we've got another one at the end of August, the 27th, 28th, depending where you are in the world. So this is quite an intense, disruptive season for the collective. So I also think this is why it's probably quite important not to grab on, not to take things so seriously, not to double down on things or force things. This is a time of really being awareness, being presence, being infinite intelligence, and really just connecting with that energy of cleansing and openness and holding all of it. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Lots of love. I will see you on the next video.